Welcome to Empowered Horizons Prep, the place where confidence meets communication and skills meet success.
Hey there, Andrea here. Welcome to this week's episode of The Missing Curriculum. Today, we are talking about the real truth about soft skills and busting three main myths that I encounter with parents. One, good grades equal success. Two, schools already teach this. And three, what they're experiencing is just normal teen stuff. So stick with me to the end. I've got some great resources that are available now. And let's dive in. Let me ask you a question. If your teen graduates with a 4.0 GPA, but can't speak up in class, ask a professor for help, or navigate a disagreement with a roommate, are they really ready for adulthood? Today, we're going to bust the three dangerous myths about teen success and what it really takes to prepare your child for life beyond high school. Myth number one, and I'm going to spend a bit of time on this one. Good grades and test scores are all that matters. But here's the truth. Grades are just the engine of the car. Soft skills are the steering wheel, the brakes, and the GPS. Without them, your teen can't navigate challenges, relationships, or change. I mean, let's be honest for a second. When was the last time you sat in an interview and the manager asked what your high school GPA was? Probably never. However, they do ask you to name a time you faced a challenge and overcame it, or something similar, right? Top universities and major companies aren't just looking at GPA. They want leaders, collaborators, problem solvers. A 4.0 without confidence, communication, or resilience is like having a Ferrari with no way to steer. So let's look at some evidence. MIT's admission office says explicitly that they use a holistic admissions process that considers not just academic ability, but also how students engage with their community, demonstrate initiative, and handle challenges. They want to see character, collaboration, and curiosity. UCLA admissions highlights the importance of leadership, volunteer work, and resilience as factors in their selection process. And Harvard's website notes that academic achievement is important, but they're also looking for qualities like maturity, concern for others, and the ability to overcome adversity. Increasingly, passion projects are gaining value in applications because they demonstrate initiative, creativity, and perseverance. Whether it's starting a podcast, launching a community project, building an app, or pursuing independent research, these self-directed efforts stand out because they reflect the kind of person your teen is becoming, not just the grades they receive. Universities are asking more and more, who is this student beyond their transcript? And soft skills are how your teen answers that question. So let's talk about something that's becoming one of the most influential factors in the college application process, the passion project. So what is a passion project? It's a self-directed endeavor driven by a teen's curiosity, creativity, and motivation. It could be something like starting a podcast to raise awareness about teen mental health, designing a website for a local nonprofit, building a community garden, conducting independent science research, or heck, even writing a novel or producing a short film. Admissions officers love passion projects because they demonstrate initiative, problem solving, and resilience. Real-world soft skills in action. These projects show that your teen doesn't just follow instructions. They create opportunities for themselves, they follow through, and they take ownership of their own learning. MIT encourages students to pursue what excites them and even offer space on their application to describe creative and personal pursuits. Stanford looks for students who show intellectual vitality, the drive to go beyond the classroom. Brown University describes their ideal student as independent, motivated, and curious. Passion projects don't need to go viral or be perfect. It just needs to reflect something your teen genuinely cares about. And it gives them a powerful, authentic story to tell in essays and interviews. As a parent, your job isn't to manage the project, it's to encourage it. Give your teen the space, time, and emotional support to explore something meaningful. Help them brainstorm if needed. These projects build not only their resumes, but their own identity and confidence. Myth number two, schools already teach these skills. The reality, classrooms are designed for academic content, not human development. Teachers do their absolute best. But hey, as a former high school teacher, there are so many things that we are required to do that we can't always fit in those things specific to just soft skills like group projects or taking a semester of speech class. It's not enough. Real soft skills are forged in everyday life, family disagreements, handling setbacks, and real world conversations. If we are relying solely on schools to raise resilient, emotionally intelligent humans, we're setting our kids up with the wrong toolkit. The third myth, it's just normal teen stuff. But what our teens face today is far from normal. Digital overload, intense academic competition, and constant comparison are warping their ability to cope. Yes, emotional ups and downs are part of being a teen and growing up, but ignoring their struggles because, well, we survived, dismisses the tools that they need now. What feels like drama today could become a pattern of anxiety or underachievement tomorrow if we don't intervene with real skills to help them. Let's break this down. When I say soft skills, I don't mean nice to haves. These are the essential tools that help your teen move through the real world with confidence and competence. These skills are communication, being able to clearly express ideas, ask for help, and advocate for themselves. This shows up in everything from classroom discussions to job interviews and roommate disagreements. Communication is the foundational soft skill that all the other soft skills are built on. Emotional resilience. When things go wrong, and they will, resilience is the ability to bounce back instead of breaking down. It's the difference between growth and giving up. Conflict resolution. Can your teen work through disagreements without shutting down or blowing up? This skill impacts friendships, family dynamics, future relationships, and even their jobs. Self-advocacy. Your teen needs to know how to speak up, whether it's emailing a professor, asking for an opportunity, or setting boundaries. This is about confidence in action. Problem solving. Life doesn't hand out step-by-step instructions. Problem solving means figuring things out in the moment with creativity and persistence. Here's the thing. These aren't skills that come naturally to everyone. They need to be taught, they need to be modeled, and above all else, they need to be practiced. A teen who never gets the chance to speak up won't magically develop a strong voice. A student who always gets rescued when things get hard won't learn how to problem solve under pressure. Think about this. You wouldn't expect your child to pass a math test or a science test without studying, right? So why would we expect them to manage stress, navigate a disagreement, or advocate for themselves without the proper preparation? What's even more important, these skills are what employers are desperately searching for. According to a recent LinkedIn study, 92% of talent professionals say soft skills matter just as much, if not more, than technical skills, or the hard skills, if you will. And many employers say they're struggling to find candidates who can communicate, collaborate, and adapt. So yes, soft skills are absolutely life skills. They carry your teen from the classroom to the boardroom and everywhere in between, from the dinner table to the interview panel. And without them, even the best grades can only get them so far. It may open the door, but you need the soft skills to fully be able to check out all the rooms in the house. I want to share a personal story that brought all of this into crystal clear focus for me. My daughter has always been an exceptional student, straight A's, highly organized, always striving to do her absolute best. On paper, she looks like the perfect applicant, like someone who has it all figured out. But what I saw behind the scenes was a different story. She was constantly checking her grades. And I mean, I'm talking, there were sometimes she was checking them every hour. A test score of a 98 would trigger a spiral of self doubt of why didn't I get 100? She's so used to her external validation that she began to fear that one mistake could derail her entire future. She had tied her entire identity to her academic performance to the point that when she got a cumulative score of below a 97 on a progress report, she spiraled so bad. She told me there was no way she was going to get into a good university. So this pressure, it totally started to wear her down. I remember sitting with her late at night with tears in her eyes, not because she failed, but because she didn't meet her own impossible standard. She wasn't developing confidence, she's developing anxiety, masked as achievement. And that's when I realized that we had to make some major changes. We started focusing on the things that aren't graded, like how to express her emotions in a healthy way, how to work through failure, how to ask for help without feeling weak. We focus on building her voice, her boundaries, and her belief in herself. She's learning how to advocate for herself, how to say no to burnout, and how to find joy in learning again, not just pressure. That shift isn't taking away from her drive. In fact, it's made it stronger but more sustainable. It makes her more human and more resilient. And the result? She hasn't just maintained her grades, she's grown as a person. She's able to write personal essays that are authentic and moving. And she was even accepted into a prestigious program for high school students at Stanford Law this summer. Not just because she's a great student, but because she'd become a whole person with a sense of purpose. This is why I believe so deeply in what I teach, because I live it every single day. And I know your teen can thrive the same way. When we teach them how to build the life skills that no transcript can capture. So here's what you can do today. Take inventory. What are your conversations really about? Create practice. Let your teens speak for themselves at restaurants or ask for help at stores. It's one of the things that I do for my daughter. If we're stuck at a store and we're looking for something, I'll send her to go ask an associate where it is. Model soft skills. Be vulnerable. Talk about how you handle stress, failure, and hard conversations. And start small. One skill, one conversation. That's where the transformation begins. At Empowered Horizons Prep, we don't just equip you as a parent, but we also work directly with your teen. This is a two-part mission to help you become the calm, connected guide your teen needs, and to help your teen become the confident, capable communicator they are meant to be. So for parents, we offer private and group coaching, conversation tools, and routines that build emotional safety and trust at home. You'll learn how to shift away from nagging and lecturing, or as I like to call it, a manager, and instead learn to lead with clarity, empathy, and impact, more of a mentor. For teens, we provide self-paced workshops that teach them how to advocate for themselves, express their opinions, handle failure, and work through real-life social changes. I also offer one-on-one consultation. Whether it's speaking up in class, resolving friend drama, or asking for what they need, our tools help them gain the confidence they need to navigate their world with independence. What makes this unique is that we support the whole family. You grow your skill set, they grow theirs, and together you guys strengthen your relationship. You don't have to do this alone, and your teen doesn't have to figure it all out without guidance. I'm here to walk alongside both of you. If you've been nodding along today, feeling seen, feeling hopeful, maybe even a bit overwhelmed, I want you to know you don't have to figure this all out on your own. That's exactly why I created Empowered Horizons. Here are a few ways you can take the next steps. Grab my new ebook, What They Don't Teach in High School. It's filled with deeper insights, strategies, and tools to help your teen thrive beyond academics. It's the perfect companion to everything we've talked about today. Download the Weekly Connection Playbook. This guide helps you create a consistent rhythm of meaningful conversations at home. No more awkward silences or dead-end questions. How was your day? Check-ins. Just intentional, authentic communication. Schedule a one-on-one session with me. Let's build a custom approach for you and your teen. Something that fits your family dynamic and gives you both the clarity and support you need, whether you're navigating anxiety, motivation, or just want to strengthen your relationship. We'll map out a plan that works. You can access all these resources at my link in bio. Let's move from insight to action together. Thank you again for joining me today. Remember these three things. You are your teen's best coach. Soft skills are the keys to every room in the house. And when you're feeling overwhelmed or your teen needs structured help building these skills, Empowered Horizons Prep is here for you. Let's build strong, confident, resilient teens together.